Leave everyone. Leave everyone. I hear me.
Yes, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you,
hear
sir.
you.
We can hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. We can hear you.
All right. So let's get started, please. So, uh, last week we started bond valuation and analysis. Last week Monday, in which we spoke about definition of bond. I explained the types of bond. I explained the types of bond also relating to the redeemable and the irredeemable bonds. I explained the characteristic of a bond, where I spoke about the face value of a bond. I spoke about the coupon interest, the coupon or interest. I spoke about the coupon payment. I spoke about the yield to maturity. I spoke about maturity date. So those are the features or characteristics of a bond. I also spoke about the things that can okay, when I explained redeemable or irredeemable bond, I said redeemable bonds are bonds that that has like a redeemed year, that has a redemption year. Let me say redemption year, like there has a date that the that the principal would be repaid, that the principal will be paid back. That's why I called redeemable bond. An irredeemable bond, like the name implies, the type of bond that is undated, that is undated, that is not that does not have a particular date to when the redemption value is going to be recouped. That is what irredeemable bond means. And I explained bond. Bond being a source of finance. I said it is like a debt. It's like you going to borrow money. It's just a source of finance. The source of finance is a source of generating money for the organization. And I said, what did I say again? I said the bond issuer. I said bond issuer, like they're the organizations that like goes to borrow money, that goes to collect bond, that goes to borrow bond or buy bond. They are the bond issuer, but the investors, they are the ones that are referred to as the bond holders. They are the ones that are referred to as the bond holders. They are the investors, people that drop money for the investors. The people that drop money, they are the investors, and they are also called the bond holder. So we spoke about that, and I told you that the three things that will be needed that we will need to calculate in this bond valuation, they are what? Somebody should remind me. What are the three things I said we will calculate in this bond valuation? Somebody should remind me.
The market price of the bond.
Due to maturity.
The market price of the bond.
Market price is the market value of the bond. And what? Duration of the bond. Thank you. Duration of the bond, which could either be what? Macaulay or modified duration. Those are the three things I said we'll calculate during the course of this bond valuation analysis. And I spoke to you about, so we started last class with youth to maturity. So we calculated youth to maturity in the last class, in which we use the IRR method, which is internal rate of return, which also called your what? It's also called your trial and error method. So what we did was we just did our normal MPV. So this is the normal IRR formula. So this is what we did. We did example 1, in which we just did normal discounting, just normal MPV. We assume the interest, we assume the discount factor. But I advised you in class, and I said that whenever you want to choose a discount factor to use, whenever you are to assume, for uniformity's sake, make sure the first one you are assuming is your coupon rate. Make sure the first one you are assuming is your coupon rate. There is no stated rule like that, but like for uniformity's sake, and to make your work a little bit more organized, make your first discount factor that you are assuming, make it your coupon rate. So after doing that, you now discount. You discount. So you select, when you're using IRR, you select a discount factor that will give you a positive MPV. I also select a discount factor that will give you a negative MPV. And you discount, and you get your net present value. Then you put it in the IRR formula. Then you determine your yield to maturity. I was getting some funny questions in my DM regarding discounting. Please, I'm not in the position to teach you how to discount and how to compound. Those are the things they will teach in skills. Even skills is not a topic on its own. You just see your lecturers continue doing it, and you just automatically know it. So I will advise you, because we do a lot of discounting, a lot of compounding in SFM. So I would advise you go back to your books, probably go to watch your YouTube videos or whatever, and learn how to discount and then to compound, to use your normal NPV, how to do your NPV, how to do your annuity. Because I'll get to some very, very funny questions. So I would advise you go back and learn how to discount, how to compound, and how to use your annuity formula. Please and please and please. That will make your work, will make our work faster, and it will make you understand whatever I'm saying better. So after solving this in class, I give a class work, which is this number 2, which I did not solve, but the class said answer was 8.62, which everybody confirmed to it in class. Okay, sorry, 6.97. This is the class work. in which everybody in class said the answer was 6.97, in which I concurred, but I did not solve it. I said it's 6.97. So that's the answer. On this note and on this case, that was where we stopped in our last class. Please and please and please, can I continue from here? Do I have any question in the next 5 minutes, please? Do I have any question, any observation? Please, nobody should ask me about Noto. I'm talking about question regarding what we spoke about in the last class, please. Did you practice anything and you got stalked? You were trying something, it was not clear to you. Please ask me now, please. Just raise up your hand, please. I'll call you. Oh, good. So we all understood whatever I spoke about last week. Please send me a reaction if you understood what I spoke about in the last class, please. Shaman, please ask me a question, please.
It's a mistake, sir.
Oh, okay. Omotosho, please, your question.
No, don't mind me. I was just giving up. I was giving a reaction.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Nasiru Ibrahim, please, your question. Nasiru Ibrahim, your question, please. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me, please?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes,
can
sir.
hear you.
Yes, we can
We
hear
can.
you.
Loud and clear.
Thank
Yes,
you.
we can.
I don't think Nasiru Ibrahim is with us anyways, so I would assume I don't have any question, and everybody here understand or understood whatever I spoke about in the last class. Good. Thank you very much. So on that note, that will take me to our next topic. not next topic, but like what next we'll talk about on our bond valuation and analysis, which is what we said we calculate yield to maturity, we calculate market price or market value of a bond, and we calculate what? And we'll calculate duration. We calculate yield to maturity. Now we are on market value of a bond. Let me ask the class, please, what's the par value or face value of a bond?
100 or 1,000.
100. 100 or 1,000. It's specified.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. On that note, we can go ahead and calculate our and learn how to calculate our value of a bond and how to calculate our market price of a bond. I said something in the last class, which I said value of a bond. I don't know where I wrote it, but let me look at where I wrote it. Okay, see, I said, how do you calculate market value of a bond? The market value of a bond is equals to the present value. Let me change this into a question. Market value of a bond is equals to the present value of all future what? Of all future cash flows. And I painted the scenario of how the future cash flow of how the cash flow works. How does the cash flow work? Somebody comes to buy a bond from you, or you go to buy a bond as an organization. When you go to buy a bond, you guys will agree a particular date, either in the next 3 years, next 4 years. Please. So I was saying, I said that you go to buy a bond, then when you get there, you guys will agree on the year or date to pay back to pay the money. It's like see, like I said, just paint this scenario, just pay this bond valuation like a loan. Just paint it like a loan in your head. So you go to borrow money from somebody because it's like a debt. So you go to borrow money from somebody. When you go to borrow money, there will be an agreement on the date that such loan will be paid back. After the date, another thing you guys will agree on is interest. When you borrow money, obviously interest will be paid on it. The interest that will be paid, is it monthly? Is it yearly? Is it semi-annually? You guys would agree on that spot. Okay, we'll be paying this interest monthly, we're paying this help. So interest serves as a cash flow in that scenario because interest is coming in to the person that borrowed somebody money. I'm the investor and I borrowed you money. Interest is coming in for me, so it's a cash flow for me. It's a cash inflow for the person that is paying. It's a cash outflow, but it's a cash flow for both parties. Do you understand? It's a cash inflow to me. It's a cash outflow to the person, but to both parties, it's a cash flow. Interest is a cash flow. Good. Another thing that is a cash flow is the amount that was borrowed. Borrowed somebody 1 million naira. When you were giving the person 1 million naira, you would have transferred now. And when the person is paying you back, the person will also transfer. So that's also a cash flow. But the only difference is only interest that you'll be paying monthly or yearly. It's only interest that will be paid. It's at the end of the maturity date that the whole principal amount will now be repaid. So when we mean market value equals to present value of all cash flow, you can as well say PV of, so you can as well say PV of all future cash flows include interest and principal. Let me just say future cash flows include interest and principal. You guys understand? So all our cash flows alone, they are just our interest and our principal. So just determining that present value of just those two things, of the principal and the interest, just discounting them and getting the present value. That is how we calculate our market value of the bond. As simple as that. As simple as ABC. Please, can I continue, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you guys should not forget how I told you can check your answer. I don't know if anybody can remember. I said that whenever your yield to maturity, that is your cost of debt, your KD, whenever it is higher than your coupon payment, what does it mean?
Discount.
I know it's discount, but
Discount.
You guys are giving me a summary, but like add small flesh to it.
You said the food is burnt.
Bond
that's
is
not what
used at discount.
You said
I
the
know it's
bond is
discount.
issued at discount.
It's issued at discount. Yes.
The market value is low.
Good now, good. It means that whatever you get will be lower than the nominal value. It means that it will be lower than 100. It means discount, but like don't just say discount. What if I don't understand what discount means? What if I don't know the meaning of discount? Add flesh to it. What it means is whatever you get, whatever market value that you get, it will be lower than your what? Than your nominal value. So if the par value of the bond in that scenario is 100, and the cost of debt, that is your yield to maturity, is 10%, your coupon is like 8. What it means is whatever answer you're going to get is going to be less than 100, and if it's 1,000, it's still the same. Please, can I fire on?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So let's solve questions, please. So yeah, I ran through some. So I spoke about yield curve a little. Please, when this note is sent to you, you can go and read these ones by yourself. I just tell you. So yeah, I said the value of a bond represents, is the present value of the expected future cash flows, that is the interest and the principal repayment, discounted at the required rate of return or cost of the bond. The cost of the bond now, or the required rate of return now, it means what? I'm asking the class.
IRR.
IRR, no IRR. What is IRR?
Yield to maturity.
Yield to maturity. Thank you. You are correct. You say but like, give me a bond terminology. So whenever you hear rate of return, sorry, I just go home. I'm just eating. That's why my mouth is shaking. So whenever you hear rate of return or cost of the bond, know that it means that is your yield to maturity. I also now said that it should be noted that bond of the same risk class will have the same rate of return. The value of the bond can also be calculated using the formula below. Please write this formula down real quick. Write this formula down, please. Can I continue, please? Do a screenshot, write if you want to write, please.
Yes.
So your I is your annual coupon or your interest payments. Your 1 minus R. I gave this formula in class also that day. And I said that look at it. Is this formula different from the normal MPV we used to do? And we agreed in class that is not different. Because if you look at it and you understand, this is it's just playing around something. See, SFM is very simple, honestly. It's very, very simple. You just need to understand the basics. When I was writing my CS exam, Mr. Molenwa was one of our lecturers, like one of the people that came to do revision with us. Like there will be some topics that will be solving like this, and right in front of us like this. Like it would be deriving formulas that I did not think of before. You will be deriving them. But like looking at it at that point, you feel like this man is actually a genius. Or he's actually a genius, but like there are things that actually came around that he understood the concept. That was why it was easier to derive those formulas. If you understood the whole concept of MPV, you know that this formula is still the same thing what we've been doing. What have we been doing? We'll do year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, only interest. Or we'll do year 1 to 5, use annuity for those interests. That's what we've been doing. We use year 1 to 5, we use annuity for that interest. This formula right here is annuity formula. 1 minus 1 plus R raised power minus N over R is annuity formula. This is interest in front of it. So what you have done here is you are just using annuity, multiplying by the interest. That's what you've done. What you are doing here again is that last year, year 5 that we've been doing. Year 5, your redemption value, your face value, you will discount it. What's discounting formula? 1 plus R raised power minus N. You discount it, then you add the two of them together. Is it not the same thing that we've been doing? It's the same thing. So you can either use the formula method or use the tabular method. Good. Example. Someone should read this example for us, please.
Ajale Coco.
Ajale Coco PLC.
Ajale what?
Ajale Coco PLC have in issue 7% on dated bond with 100 naira nominal value. The current yield is quoted as 7.5%. Required to calculate the market price.
What is another name for undated bond?
Irredeemable bond, sir.
Irredeemable bond. Good. So what this thing means is we cannot do MPV. Why can't we do MPV? I'm asking the class, why can't we not use MPV for this question?
Because it does not have a date that it's going to.
It doesn't have a date.
There's no
Doesn't
number
have
of
a
years now.
number of years.
We don't have number. I'm asking these questions intentionally so that you guys understand whatever we are doing.
It's
There's
an
no number of years.
irredeemable. It's an irredeemable bond, so it doesn't have a number of years.
Good. There's no number of years, so you cannot use MPV. Because when you're using MPV is just simply just doing Just calculating the time value of money for you. But now there's not even time. Because there's a number of years, so you cannot use MPV. So let's solve. You can see the market price of the bond. So it's equals to coupon payment over your yield. Coupon payment over your yield. Like this. Good. So what's our coupon payment?
Sorry, sir. We're not seeing your screen, please.
I'm not seeing my screen, okay?
I think it's from your network because I'm seeing. I don't know about others.
We are seeing it, but
This is from your answer. So what's our coupon payment?
7.
Like 7
7
what?
naira. 7 naira.
7%.
Like
7.42.
thank you.
Okay.
I'm hearing something, Gary. Madam, what did you say? Well, Madam already gave me my answer now. Why did you change your mind?
7 naira.
7 naira. Thank you very much, Madam. I already told you that. I told you in the last class. Coupon payment is different from coupon. Madam, sir, person that told me 7.42 is written here now. The current yield is 7.42. So that's not obviously coupon. That is yield to maturity. That's your cost of debt. So that is not even your yield. So that is not your interest. So that is not it. Is that 7% or 7 naira? But the thing is, 7% is your coupon, and coupon is interest. Let's think about this now. When you borrow somebody money, and you guys agree that okay, be paying me 10% every month. Is it 10%? Is it absolutely 10%? Are you giving the person 10%? Are you not calculating 10% of something? Let's say you borrow 10 million, the person says, okay, give me 10%. You do 10% times 10 million naira now. Before you now know the amount that you are giving the person. So that amount is what is referred to as coupon payment. The 10% in that particular terminology is just interest. So when we mean coupon payments now, coupon payments is the payment of this interest. Now we've agreed in this class that the face value of a bond is 100 naira. So and they're telling you that the interest on that 100 naira bond is 7%. But how much is now coupon payment?
7 naira.
7 naira.
7 naira.
Please, I hope this is fine anyways. So you then come here and say market price of the bond is then 7 naira over what's our yield?
7.42.
0.0742. So then what's the value of my bond?
94 naira 34 kobo.
94
So therefore
naira,
equals to
34 kobo.
94 naira
34 kobo.
34 kobo.
34 kobo a bond. So this is the market price of your bond now. But this is because this is an irredeemable bond. Please. Yeah. That's our example number 1. Example 2, please.
Iskaba PLC has 12% irredeemable bond of 5 million naira in its capital structure, which currently yields 9%. Required, calculate the value of the bond.
Thank you.
9484. Looking for Kobo per bond. Kobo per bond.
So the coupon payments.
$600,000.
Yeah.
600,000.
300,000.
Our coupon payments.
No.
600,000 naira.
12 naira.
Please, what's our coupon payment?
12 naira.
12
naira.
am I getting 600,000?
600,000 naira.
Madam, I
600,000 naira.
It's 12 naira.
12 naira.
12 naira. One
12
bond is
naira, sir.
100 naira.
Don't tell me
12 naira,
600,000.
sir.
Please, don't let me vex and go and sleep. 600,000, bawo. I beg go. It's still the same thing now. I always tell you, the par value of a bond is 100 naira.
It's
Leave all this
100
5
naira.
million.
Unless
Unless it's expressly told you, okay, use 1,000 naira in this question.
Mhm.
Leave all this 5 million naira. Did not send you work. Did not send you. The par value of a bond is 100 naira. This 5 million was the amount that was purchased, not the value of the bond. I beg good 600,000. Bawo. So 12% times what?
100 naira.
100 naira.
100 naira.
100 naira.
100 naira.
Yes, sir.
12%.
That means that's 12 over what now?
0.09.
That's 0.09. That's now what?
133.33.
133 naira, 33 kobo.
So that's like this. 133.33. This is the value per bond. This same thing we calculated. We can calculate it another way. Let me show you. So what you can do is you can say something like this. You can say, oh, you see the same way, but you now say, let me copy this. Anyone that is comfortable for you. Anyone that is comfortable for you. You will say, instead of multiplying that by 100, you will now say 12% times how many was that bond? 5 million, I mean, times 5 million over 0.09. Yeah, how much is it? So that's 600,000. You go shout. That is 600,000 over 0.09.
Thousand. 666 naira or 67 naira.
You calculate it very well.
I know. Sorry,
That's
million.
6.7 naira. 6.7. It will be 6.7.
Can you start from beginning, please?
666
Yeah.
naira.
666,167.
You are calculating this thing very well.
6,666,000.
6 million.
6,666,000.
6,666,000.
It's
Omo.
667.
Wow.
So this that you calculated now is your total market value. But you know this one you calculated here is your value is your value per bond. So if you multiply this 133.3 naira, you multiply by that 1 million, it's supposed to give you this thing. Probably literally to approximation error, sha. So Lord, did you go?
Yes.
Class, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Do you guys understand what I did here?
No, sir. I think I lost you. I lost you. You said this is the total market value. So how do you link it to the value per bond? Sorry.
When they tell you something is the value of one is 100 naira, and they not tell you that the total value of that thing is 6 million naira. So and they've given you total value as 5 million naira. So if you multiply value for each by that total value, you will get total market value now. This 133 that we have here is value of one bond, and they said they have 5 million bonds. If you multiply 133.33 multiplied by 5 million, you should have their total market value of the bond, which is this 6 million.
Okay, so to get the value per bond would be 66666 divided by 5 million. That should give us 133. Okay, yeah, that's right. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is clear, yeah? On to the next. So all these ones, why didn't we use present value again for this particular question?
Because they are irredeemable bonds.
Because
We
they are
don't have
irredeemable.
number of years at which they will be recouped.
There's no number of years. Thank you. Yeah, example 3. Eka. Read it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do we not use to calculate the bond? I didn't
Cannot hear you.
that statement, sir, that because he has no number.
I still cannot hear you, madam.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do we not use it for as if they said
Madam, I think if you text your question, I really cannot hear you.
okay, please, sir. I don't really understand that statement. Irredeemable does not have one here.
I'm not hearing you, madam. Please type in the chat box. I cannot hear you. Or can anyone hear?
No, she should just text it.
No, I can't. I think it's an network.
Please text it. Thank you. Moving on. Sir, Brian, please move your mic, please. Thank you. So moving on.
Move on, sir.
Thank you.
I go.
Example 3 here. Eka.
Scalability PLC has an issue 8% 100 naira nominal value bonds redeemable at a 5% premium in 10 years' time. The current yield on the bond is quoted at 10% required. Calculate the market price of each bond.
Can you guys do it? I should solve it.
Let's try it.
Let's
Don't
try.
worry, let me do this one. You do the next one.
Redeemable. It's right from the ones you.
I'll even do it. I'm a nice person. Don't worry, I'm very nice. Nicest person. I'll do it.
Thank you.
But you do the next one, whether you like it or not.
Oh, no, so.
I can't be nice to us, bro.
Sir, can you first enlarge your screen a little bit? Is it possible?
I think
All right.
enlarge your screen.
You can zoom.
Thank
I can zoom at the end.
It's okay. It's all right. Thank you.
You're very welcome, sir. Very, very welcome. So they said his scalability has an issue, 8%. Let me ask a very, very smart question. I need a very smart student to answer this particular question. They said these are some of the challenges, these are the little challenges you will find. See, I can't, it's easy, believe me. But the moment you find that they are unlocking of that question, you are good to go. They always just lock those questions. Just find where the problem is. Immediately somebody's unmuted. The moment you are able to solve it, you are good to go. So I'll ask a very smart question. In this question you are good now. Somebody's unmuted now. Oh. Pastor Atumurano, Adewale, Sholoton, please, you are disturbing my class. Thank you. So I wanted to ask a smart. I said, okay, now this question: what do you guys think? They told you that it will be redeemed at 5% premium in 10 years' time. What is the redemption value?
Come again, sir.
105. Redemption value will be 105.
The question states
105, sir.
105.
105.
It's 105,
Why
sir.
people no book now? Let's go to the next topic. You have passed.
How?
Next topic now.
Yes, because the 5% is there.
Thank you.
No,
So
I know it's because of the prepaid that is why it's 105. But is that the answer to the question, sir?
No.
No, that's not the answer. You're just asking the
Oh,
question. You don't know whether we get.
So let's bring out our component. So first thing is our face value. Face value or par value or nominal value, anyone you would like to call it. But I like to call it face value anyways. So what's our face value now?
100
naira.
What's our coupon?
8 naira. Oh, 8%.
8 naira.
8%. People are already getting there. People are already getting there. So what's our coupon payment?
8 naira.
8 naira.
Coupon payment, 8%.
8 naira. What else are we bringing out? Our yield, Abi?
Redemption.
Yeah.
Yield now. Our yield is what? 10%.
10%. Yes.
What's our maturity?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years, Abi?
Yes.
10 years.
So what's now our redemption value?
105.
105.
Redemption value.
105%.
How do we get that 105? So you can simply say your 100 multiply
100 plus 5.
No, it's 100 times
100 1.05.
The interest is 5%.
Wow.
8% of 100 is 5.
I beg now. Let's explain now.
Please. Can we all keep muted again, please? So, like I said, there are two ways you can do it. You can either say you want to increase this 100 by 5%. How do you increase something by 5%? So you say 0.05 times 100, that will give you 5. Then you add it back to 100, that will give you 105. That's just a very long journey. So you can also say you want to multiply 100 times 105. In absolute terms, this 1 year, in absolute terms, means 100. This 5 year means 5%. This 1 year means 100. 100 plus 0.05. That's also what this means. So you just see them do this in class and you'll be lost. Now, what are they doing? What are they doing? You'll be asking your friend. Your friend does not know. Before you guys know, you've missed the whole thing. So this is just simply what they are doing. They are increasing it. When we do investment appraisal, I'm saying all these things now. So that when we start the big ones, nobody will be asking me questions. How did I do this? How did I do that? How did I do this? When we start investment appraisal, when we raise our fixed cost by 5%, by 10%, this is what I'll be doing. I don't want questions when we get there. So you can raise something up, or you can increase something like this 1.05. If you multiply this, it will give you 105. So with this, I think we can calculate our so calculation of 1 minute, please. Okay. So calculation of where am I? Of current market value, I guess. So this one now, we can use, or we'll have to use NPV. So let me copy one of the NPV we've done here. I'm copying because I cannot start doing, you that you're writing, you are a little bit lucky. For me that I'm typing, it's not easy. So that's why I copied this thing, so that at least it'll save me some stress. Good. So what is our discount factor? Class.
10%.
Why is that?
Yield to maturity.
Yield to maturity. Thank you very much. We discount your yield to maturity. Discount factor 10%. So what's our current value?
Current value is 105.
Well done.
100.
Well done.
That's redemption value. As at 10 years. For
It's
10
8
years,
naira.
we redeem. It stops.
It's 8 naira. Well done.
Yes, sir.
It's
Well
8
done.
naira.
They say current market value.
Current value of what, sir?
Current value is 100 naira.
Well done.
100, sir.
Well done.
100 naira.
Current value is 100 naira.
Good. I'm liking people's answer. I like those answers very much.
Jesus.
People are funny human beings. Very, very funny. What is written here? People should read what this heading for me.
For the
Current market value.
Calculation of the current market value.
Where are you now seeing your own, Abeg?
That's why I say current value of what?
We don't have current market value. I don't know what we want to calculate. All these ones we have. I don't know if you noticed. They will tell you that as at now, and I explained in that last. I said anytime you see when you hear anything as at now, we don't have anything called year zero. But what we used to use to represent year zero in SFM is now as at today, because it's today that we are starting. That want to make that investment as at, and that's what we used to represent year zero. And year zero means current value. But according to this question, we don't have anything called as at now. We don't have anything relating to current value. We don't have anything. But people are saying 100 naira. I think 100 naira is nominal value. Is nominal value and current value the same thing? I'm hearing 8 naira. How is 8 naira a current value? 8 naira is our coupon payment. See, my name is Olanshile. I cannot bear. Let me look at somebody's name here. I cannot be Olayemi. Emily Olayemi cannot be a Jerry. Nasiru cannot be a Omogbai. They are different people. Coupon is different from yield. Yield is different from current market value. And they can never serve the same function. Alexander, please, you are unmuted. And they can never serve the same value. They can never serve this. So don't think because you are not saying one, it means it can be this. It is not. That is why you need to, when you understand the concept, you need to be very strict about your concept. Be very strict to what you know. Like I always tell people, it's human being that sets these things. It's human being that sets. So they know that this is your normal thinking faculty. They will not put something that can give 7, 8 different opinions. Do you understand? Something that you guys can say that, what if you look at it like this, it could be this. So what if you look at it like this, it could be this. They will not give you something like that because they feel like even in their own office, they can get like 7 or 8 different opinions. So they will not give you, I'm not saying they'll give you something that is straightforward. They will not be straight. Obviously, they will lock exam. It's a professional exam. They will definitely lock it. But their locking does not mean that you should call A, B. Does not mean because B is not in the question. It means that if you see C, you can use C to serve as B. Nothing like that. Anyone that is like that, you would know. But this one, if you don't see current market value, if you don't see what you are looking for, don't assume it is what is there. That is just my point. The question did not give you anything relating to current value. Is you that will now, okay, what can I do to get this current market value? Do I need to calculate something to get my current market value? So according to this question, we don't have a correct one. And I've mentioned the terms with that number. Anytime you see year zero, you see as at now, or you see today, know that is current market value. If you don't see it, there is no current market value. Nominal value is 100 naira. 8% is coupon, your interest that you are paying on that particular amount of money. 8 naira is your coupon payment. 5% interest is your redemption value. 5% premium, sorry, is your redemption value. 10 years time is your maturity date, and 10% is your yield to maturity. I've exhausted all my grammar. Only if you want me to explain Korea or Chinese. I don't know how I want to explain again. So we don't have current market value. So that means we don't have year zero now, since that's what we are simply calculating. Are we together, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, please, I have a quick question.
Ask me if I start solving.
Does it now mean that we can represent that current value that we are looking for as X so that I'll be able to get it, or I don't know?
Who do you represent as X?
Just erase. Like, can we put it as X in
Like
the
in the old box?
Yes.
No. That's not necessary. That will make your work look very, very unprofessional.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I've seen this thing before. They are not taking from it. I keep asking myself, why are they not taking from?
I cannot hear you, sir.
I said, thank you very much for opening our eyes to this. Since it is current market value, we don't need to start with zero. I've seen questions like this before. I'll be asking myself, why are they not starting from zero? Thank you for the key, sir, and the answer. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir. So, as we were saying, so how many years do we have? Year 1 to what?
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
What our interest?
It's naira.
Which naira?
8 naira.
Yeah, my annuity. Annuity year 1 to 10, discount factor of 10%. Please, if you don't know how to use that, if you don't know how to do annuity, please can you raise up your hand? If you don't know how to do annuity, I'm saying hands up. Because I was getting some very funny questions in my DM, and I'm like, okay. Don't worry. So what I will do for you, I will write out the formula, then you try the formula by yourself. What annuity does for you is, you know this thing that we are doing now. Let me tell you what annuity does for you. You know this interest. You know they will pay this 8 naira. They will pay it for 10 years, and you're supposed to discount it. How do you discount? You use your. Oh, sorry, I need to write out the formula. Oh, Jim. Okay, let me just copy it from you. 1 minute, please. Let me copy the 2 formulas so I can explain better. Oh, good. Sorry. Yeah. This is for annuity people. You that you know how to do annuity, please continue solving my stuff. Just give me 1 minute. Let me just explain something. So
6.145.
hold on, thank you. Good. So if you don't know how to do annuity, please listen to me very well now, because this is the last time I'll explain this. So what annuity does for you is what we are trying to do is we are trying to discount 8%. We are trying to say, okay, oh, let's assume that this person has paid from this year 1 to year 10 of the 8%. So we want to discount it. But we don't want to just be doing 8. So this is how to discount 1 plus r raised power minus n. So what you would have done is you would do 1 plus 0.10 raised power 1. You do for year 1, you do for year 2, do for year 3, do for year 4, up to year 10. 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 1 like that. So to avoid all those things, to avoid doing them 1 by 1, that is where discounting, that's where annuity factor comes in. This is annuity formula. 1 minus 1 plus r raised power minus n over r. What does annuity formula do? So annuity formula does what you would do for 8 years. You can do it once instead of splitting it year 1, year 2, year 3. So it will do everything for you once. So this formula here is just like a summary of what you would have done year 1 to year 10. The only thing is the cash flow has to be the same. You know, this one now we have 8, so it means every year they'll be collecting 8 naira, 8 naira, 8 naira, 8 naira, 8 naira. So you can use annuity for such since they have the same cash flow. But like I was explaining in the last class, I said that year 1 to year 9, if they collect 8%, they collect 8 naira, and year 10, they do mistake and collect 9 naira, you cannot use annuity again. You can only use annuity when the cash flows are the same thing. So for this 8 naira for year 1 to 10, you can use annuity. But because I've said you can use annuity for year 1 to 10 of 8, you cannot come here and not go and use annuity. Oh. No, I did not say so. Annuity. So that last year annuity, you cannot use it. Why can't you use it? Because this one is just 1 year. It's just 1 year you want to collect it for. You are not collecting it for year 1 to 10. So when the year, it's not necessarily just year 1 to 10. Let's say year 1 to 3, year 1 to 4, something like that. As long as the cash flows are sequential, they are the same thing. You can use annuity. This is what your PM lecturer should have taught you. It's not my job. Oh yeah, what's my annuity something?
6.145.
6.145.
So just put all of people that don't know how to use that second formula I wrote. Just do the same thing. 1 minus 1 plus our R is our rate of return, our yield to maturity, 0.10 over 0.10. I think you should get the same thing they got. 6 point what?
145.
145.
145.
Oh, sorry, you have started. You have confused me. Our cash flow is 8 now. So our discount factor is 6.145. So what's my present value?
49 naira.
49.16.
49.16.
So what this thing means is in the total 49.16.
0.16.
So what this simply means is normal you look, if you tell you that somebody wants to collect 8 naira for 10 years, what will you do? How much will the person collect at the end of 10 years? Normal. No, normal. Without you discounting or anything.
8 times 10. 80.
That would be 18 naira now. So what it means is in the next 10 years, the value of 18 naira today is now 49 naira. That's just simply what you've done. You've just discounted 18 naira to today's value. In the next 10, person will still collect 18 naira, but that 18 naira will not be able to be 18 naira, will not buy something of 18 naira. It's not going to be 49 naira. So that is just what time value of money does for you. So 18 naira in the next 10 years has now reduced to 49 naira. So let's do for this redemption value now. So our redemption value for year 10, redemption value is not, our cash flow is going to be what?
105.
105.
105.
What's our discount factor?
0.386.
386.
Yes, sir.
What our
40 points past
40 points?
past
0.48.
So yeah, somebody should confirm. 5-3 or 4-8.
5-3.
5-3.
So what's my total MPV now?
9.69.
Somebody's unmuted that is not giving my answer.
482.
What did you say it
If
is?
you leave, it's 4-8. If you leave your option without calculating and you multiply by 125 directly, you get 4-8.
So it's 40.48.
Somebody is unmuted that is not giving me my answer, and the person is causing distraction in my class. Azeta Kenneth.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it's you. There's somebody that is unmuted and the place is noisy, it's causing distraction, please. Well, what do you guys say my answer is?
I said if you dispense with 10%.
89.69.
89. So don't worry, there will definitely
0.69.
be approximation error. All those
Okay, sir. Okay.
they are a little bit immaterial. So you can now come, you can now say, therefore, please always endeavor to write a little bit story after your answer. Just garnish it so that you just sound like you know what you're writing, even when you don't know what you're writing, but always display like you know what you're writing. So you say, therefore, the current market value of the bond what's the story? Of the bond issued by Iskilibete is how much now? 89.69. Now, I told them whenever your yield to maturity sits, whenever your cost of debt is greater than your coupon, what happens to your current market value of the bond?
It reduces.
Discount bond.
It will be less than the par value.
It will be less than the par value. So is that what is happening now or not?
Yes, it's less than the
Yes.
face value. So it's a discount bond.
Good. So that's actually a kind of way to check. So let's say an exam, under exam period, when you solved your own, you are getting Kaduna or you are getting Port Harcourt instead of getting 89, you are getting Imo. Know that you have done wrong thing. Know that what you did is not correct because there's no way you are getting Kaduna here. So if you get anything that's above 100 here, know that what you are doing is good. That's simply what I'm telling you. After solving, you are getting 2,000 and something. First, go and start from beginning first. So that you have either pressed rubbish or something has happened to whatever you are trying to do. Oh yeah, example 4, classwork. Oh yeah, 15 minutes. Oh yeah. Yeah. So in the next by 10:23, I should be expecting my answer. That's 10 minutes.
Sir.
Want to give my answer?
Yes, 97.48.
Okay, oh, I'll say you said so.
So I
Let me
have
wait
an
for what.
answer here.
Let me, yeah, what's the answer?
97.54.
Ah, Jesus.
Good. I'll soon get Akwa Ibom now. Yeah. Wasn't that get 97.5? How many decimal did you use?
9. Okay.
I used 2 decimal.
The person that get 97.4, you use 3 decimal, abi?
Yes.
That's the difference.
So I have 97.48.
I have 93 point.
Hey, I'm already here 19. 19 points what?
I have
97.48.
Hey, I've heard. I know you, madam, the man. I think I had 19.
93.91.
96.
93.
93.91.
93.91. 0.91.
93.91 is going to go.
97.51.
You used 2 decimal now.
Yeah.
That's what.
So 97.47.
Yeah, I think you're still on track. '93 is going to go within 97, 96. I think that should be the answer. And 96 is because you used 2 decimal. If you get 98, a little bit. But what I would advise is whenever you are doing anything MPV, anything that has to do with discount factor, the longer your discount factor, the more accurate your answer. So if your discount factor is like, sorry, the higher, the more your decimal, the more accurate your answer. So if your answer is like if you have like 4 or 5 decimal, that means there's high probability of it being accurate. So I always say, always make it as long as possible. 3 is fine, 4 is fine, but if you use all these 5 is too much. Within 4 and 3, please. Within 2 is too small. Within 4 and 3, within 4 and 3, but 3 is very better, please. So I think our correct answer is 97.48. So is it quoted at the discount or at the premium?
Discount at
par. At par.
At par.
Discount.
At discount.
Par, okay. When our answer is 97.48, madam, you see say par.
It's not up to 100.
It's not up to 100 now. It's lower than 100. Whenever it's lower than 100, it's discount. If it's more than 100, it's premium.
We thought you are saying what are they basing their redemption value at?
Oh no. I meant the answer. The answer.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's write English. Therefore, or in some way, anyone want to write in some way, the market or the current. Oh shit. Somebody, the current market value of the bond issued by which one? By Skoloboto PLC is. What's the answer again?
97.48.
97.47.
97.48. And
0.48.
and means that it was issued at this count. Are we fine?
Yes.
Very good. I think I said the cost of capital.
Yeah,
Yes.
we started.
Oh, okay.
Sir, please just let us write your decision, sir.
Me, I just cooked it to go and cook your own. So
Okay.
it's just English. Just compose anything. That makes sense, please. So after this, I think I dropped an assignment. You people know the drill now. You know there will always be assignments. So I dropped an assignment at the end of this.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So this is the assignment. You can copy it so that you don't have to be disturbing me for the material. Although I'll still send anyways, but yeah. Adio Yoki, write it. Okay, I would like to do something. Oh, Chim. Please, before you write this assignment, please hold on. Let me solve this one in another way. I've forgotten. I said I was going to use the formula method for this thing, but I've forgotten. Come on, no. No go
That
work.
was what I used all through.
So you used it for 10 years?
Yes, I use it for the 10 years. I use it for the 3 years.
Let me use it for the 3 years. I will not use it for the 10 years. God forbid. So let me help you with this. Let me now say, let me come here and say, let me say, so let me use the formula, but I cannot use it for 10 years or 10 years. So let me say, you actually can use it for 10 years now.
Yes.
What am I doing? Since there's annuity there, that means you can use it for 10 years now. So let me use it for this one that I solved. This one that I use my hand to solve by myself. So let me use the formula method for this.
Okay. PG equals. You want to go and copy?
Oh, madam, I'm copying. Nice. Let me copy. I cannot be typing that thing again, I beg. So yeah, you now say your PV equals to what our interest for this question again?
8 naira.
So you say 8. Sorry, let me copy again. So you come here, you say 8 naira, 1 minus 1 plus. Those are our rate of return.
Rate of return 6.145.
What?
Rate of return 1 minus 1 into
0.10 now, 10%.
0.1, yeah. 0.10 raised to power minus 10. All over 0.1.
All over
0.1.
0.10. So this is your future value. 105. One bracket 1 plus 0.10 raised to power what?
Minus 10.
So what's this first one?
This first one is 49.16. 8 into
49.16.
49.16.
49.16.
40.53.
For our PV now.
89.69.
Plus 89.69. So, I think on that note, I've cheated using formula method and using tabular method. Good. So you can try the assignment, lay your hands on it. So let me go back to it so that you guys can copy.
Please, sir, for the formula method, which one is most acceptable?
Two of them now. There's nothing like most accepted. You can use anyone. Anyone is comfortable for you.
For the formula, we had 89.64.
We
Using
had
the
what?
formula. 89.64.
It's the same thing, just more approximation.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I got the assignment. Write the assignment. Let me move on to the next one.
Please, sir. I've been raising my hand.
Oh, sorry, I did not know. Ask me.
Me too. As regards this assignment, please, are we going to try the youth to maturity at 4%, 5%, and 6% respectively on different what's it called? So as to be able to what's it called? To make decision on the second requirement. Is that what you want us to do?
Madam, that's a spool. No, I will not answer. I'm sorry. Think about it.
No, well.
Thank you, ma. Next question. You don't ask me about assignment, though.
No, sir, it's not about assignments.
You ask me.
Thank you for the class. So please, I noticed something. It's not about the calculation. I understood the calculation, but the first questions we are solving, we are calculating for the market price. And then later on, we start calculating for market value. What's the difference between market price and market value?
I think that's a very good question, yeah. To me, I would say they are the same. And I will still say they are not the same. It depends on how you are using it. Good. If somebody tells you market price and somebody tells you market value, you can assume they are the same thing. If somebody tells you market value, another person tells you total market price, they are different. Do you understand? Because this one we calculated now is the market value, but like it's for like individual, it's for like a bond. We don't calculate the total market value. But market value and market price, they can serve as the same thing. It depends on how the person is using. I'm sure some people are thinking of something in their head. I'm also thinking of the same thing. That okay, price is looking like it's one thing, value is looking like it's plenty, like total value, but like it's total.
Yes.
But it's just the total that distinguishes it. Market price can also serve as market value, but total market value is not the same thing as market price. So it's just the total that just simply. So anywhere you see total, go and multiply by the number of bond the person purchased. But if you see market price or market value, just do for like individual bond, like for one bond, like the one we did first. I don't know if I'm able to answer your question.
Okay, so from what you're saying, the market value is based on total, but for the market price is individual for individual bond.
That's not what I said. What I said is I said that market price and market value, they are the same. But market value and total market value, they are not the same. Market price and total market price, they are not the same. But market price and market value, they are the same thing. So whenever you hear total market price or total market value, it is the same thing they're asking you to calculate. It's just terminology they are using. It's just the same thing that they are telling you to calculate. It's just English now. But it's the same. It's just total. Anyway, you see total, know that you multiply all the ones you are calculating. This 98 points. What's this last answer we got? This 98 points, 97.48, 90 is not the value of all the old bond. Though. This one is for one bond per bond. This is the market value per bond. But for this question, they had asked you to calculate the total market value. They would have given you a value of bond, maybe 10 million, 3 million, 2 million. So they have multiplied this 97.8 by that 2 million to get the total market value. But this current market value they're asking you here, I can as well still change this like this, and ask for the current market price. It's the same thing. Cholo, where you go? Madam that asked me.
Sorry, sir. So if their market, value and market price is the same thing, does it mean we can also do the formula for the first one we saw that we say coupon payment divided by yield to maturity in this question too? Because I
No.
wanted to know the reason why we use, since it's the same thing, why are we now solving it differently?
Ram, did you start this class with us?
No, I didn't.
I think that's that. I think that's where your problem. I think that's where the problem started from. That's the that's the problem. Where the problem is not with the market value or the price. That's not that's not why we are solving it differently. It's because of the years or the type of bond. All those first ones, they are irredeemable bond. Or this one is a redeemable bond. Those ones does not have 30
Okay.
years. This one have number of years.
Okay. Thank you.
It's not
I
because
guess
of the
now.
market price or market value. Please watch
Okay,
the video
thank
of the class again so that you have a better understanding.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. I think somebody else wanted to ask me something. Please, all these things, I don't want to have not written down the assignment. Immediately I'm done asking questions, I'll be fire on. So, Miss Vivian.
Hello, sir.
Mr. Alexander, ask me.
Yes, sir. Please, sir, I do not understand how to get the discount DCF for that table format, but I understand the formula very well.
How to get which one?
How we use the discount for 10 years on the calculator and that of 3 years.
It's annuity.
I understand the formula method, but the table format system.
It's just annuity. Do 1 minus open bracket 1 plus R raised power minus N over R. If you're using normal natural display cash, you can put everything there. I don't know, I cannot show you on my screen. This is
No problem. That is, I'm using WAEC calculator.
Sir.
It cannot work.
It can, Sha. It actually can, but like you would split it. So what you would do is do
It can work.
We know you can work, madam, but like you would split it now. You first do 1 plus R raised power 0.
You have to apply body mass.
It will take a longer time. It will take
yeah,
longer.
and it's going to be very confusing, because you now start doing bracket of division, but I beg.
Okay,
Just get a normal natural display calculator. It's not 6,000. I just bought my own to like the day we started lecture.
It's all right, sir.
By natural display calculator, that would help.
That has been giving me problem. Seriously, I do not know if this one is not.
That one is not. It's not account standard now. This says WAEC now. WAEC people.
It's all right, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So on that note, I would be expecting this assignment by. Okay, I know what to do. I'll not tell you when I expect it. Tomorrow is Tuesday. There's work tomorrow. Don't let me be wicked. But I can still decide to be wicked. Let me see how far I can go first.
I can send it this night.
I'm thinking about it. Maybe it's this night I will be submitted first. Let me decide. So moving on. So now we have what is now called 1 minute though. I'm trying to see something. Please 1 minute though. I'm trying to see if I solve this question. Is it not going to give? It's not going to solve this one for you. That's what I'm looking like. If I solve this question, we'll solve the other one for you. So, okay. Very good. But okay, I know what to do. So I would solve this question. So these two would be our assignment, which is our Adeoyokin, this number one, and this last one. This example 2 would also be an assignment. That one is the one with the issue. So you guys go and do it. So this one spoke about bond valuation using yield curve. But the problem with the question is there's not actually a problem. Anywhere you hear spot yield curve. Spot yield curve are also used to calculate. They also used to calculate the value of the bond. They also used to calculate the value of the bond. Yes, the value of the bond, whenever you use yield curve, is the present value of each coupon payment discounted using like your cost of debt associated with the bond. Like each of this coupon, each of this interest, each of these cash flows discounted. When we mean each, what it means is you have different interests. Let's say, what the ones we've been doing, we're using annuity. Because why have we been using annuity? We've been using annuity because they have the same interest payment, 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%. Somebody asked that question last night. Okay, what if their interest is actually different? What the person says, okay, in the first 1 year, you pay me 8%. Next 2 years, you pay me 9%. Then the last 3 years, you pay me 10%. There are some loans that are like that. The last 3 years, you pay me 10%. So what if they are in that situation? Now we cannot use annuity again. How would we now go about it? So that is where using yield curve, that is where it actually now comes into place. So example of such is this, where it says, somebody should read this question for me, please.
Malaria PLC wants to issue a bond that is redeemable in 4 years for its par value or face. The annual spot yield curve for a bond of this risk class is as follows: year 1 to 4 with varying rates. Required to calculate 1, the price at which the bond should be issued, and 2, the gross redemption yields.
I don't think this question is complete. It is not complete. Not complete. There's no this thing now. The point is not here. This value of, let me say, if it was even yield now, I would have suggested maybe they wanted us to calculate yield and use the yield to calculate something, but like this coupon, and there's no way you calculate interest. That one is fixed between the two borrower and borrowee. That one is fixed between them, so there's no way you calculate that. So if it was yield that was not in this question, I would have just honestly assumed we were supposed to calculate yield. I think I made a mistake while copying the question. So let me just form something and just finish it. Face value of obviously 100 naira now. 100 naira and 2 and would like to pay annual coupon of 25% on the par value. I think this makes better sense. So yeah, let's solve it. Let's check out what ball will let us solve. So solution. So for something like this, the meaning is, if you want to do something like this now, to use to use the normal tabular method is going to be a problem. Why is it going to be a problem? Because what it means is you would not have to do. I don't think I even use tabular method. I don't think I even use tabular method because you cannot use tabular method for something like this. Why can't you use tabular method? You cannot use tabular method because you are going to, the bond is going to be redeemed at the end of the year. So what it means is, if you want to use tabular method, somebody can try it anyways, but I don't think it's going to work. So what the person can do is, you can try just interest for year 1, but it's still the same thing with what we are doing. It's still the same thing. So if you want to do tabular method, you will do for year 1. You will discount year 1 with this particular discount rate, 3.5%. You're going to do for year 2, you discount it at 4.0, but on no condition would you discount the redemption value. What it means is, when you are doing, what I'm saying is, please listen to me. What I'm saying is, for that particular question, you will do something like this: annual interest. you discount that the first discount factor. I think 3.5. You discount it. Your interest is what 5, but it's just going to be only I think just going to be year 1. You will use only that one. You use something like that, then you now add everything together if that works, which I doubt, anyways. Which I doubt. And I doubt because of the number of years. It would not work. But it can work, yeah. That's the sweet part. That's the sweet part of SFM. It's very diverse. It's very as long as that's why I want you guys to understand the basics. As long as you understand the basics, you can mago anything. As long as you know what you are doing, you can definitely find. If somebody should try this thing, I would really like somebody should try it. Try it. Don't use annuity. Just do normal discounting. Do year 1 alone. When you are doing year 1 alone, you discount using 3.5%, and your interest is obviously 5 naira now. But you will not redeem at year 1. Oh. When you do year 2, that's 2 years now. That's 2 years. But that is where the problem is. What is now going to be your interest? That is where the problem. That's where the challenge is. I don't know if anybody's understanding what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm speaking grammar. Let me just
Yeah,
do the
well,
one.
you're following.
Because if you now do the year 2 now.
Sorry. I think even if we want to do year 2, I think we'll still maintain that 5%. But it's going to be on the year 2, not on year 1.
So your number of years now will now be how many years?
So it's going to, for the year 2, we are going to do 5% of what's it called? The interest plus the new rate. I think I've seen something like this.
No, the one that could work is, let's say you want to try to get maybe you want to do annuity now for like 6-7 years. So you can do year 7 minus year 6, something around that line. But I don't think it would work for here because of different rates. This one is different discount factor. But you guys can always look at it up and see if you could always try to manipulate something. At your free time, at your spare time, just try to use tabular method. Think about if it works, fine. If it doesn't, move on with your life. Please. But let's go on with the one we know. Yes,
excuse me, sir. I don't know whether this question is in terms of credit rating. Kind of, you are rating the credit in AA, BB, and CC. I don't know.
And that's not what this
So
is
that
about.
maybe there will be risk-free rates. How to get your credit spread.
And that is not what this is about.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. So I think I wrote this formula somewhere. You can see it there. Please, madam, the one you asked me is credit risk. Credit risk is different from yield curve, Abek.
Okay.
So let's bring out our derivatives first before I even write anything. So what's our cash flow? So what's our interest? Or coupon? I don't know, the one you guys know. But let me start from face value. What's our face value?
100. It's a par.
At least we know that one. That one is very certain. Coupon payment.
5 naira.
5 naira,
Yeah.
Please, I'm not seeing the full question.
No, I cannot be scrolling up and down. 5 naira. That is 5%, 0.05
of 100
times 100. So, what do we need again? Maturity, Abi. That's how many years? 4 years, I guess.
Yeah.
4 years.
4 years. So what's our yield to maturity now? I think we have 3.5%.
4%.
4.0.
4.5, I think.
Don't think of 4.7.
4.7. 4.7.
I know right now.
5.5. So these are all our youth to maturity. So what is simply what once you got out all of this, your problem are solved. So what this is, what this thing means is this is their discount factor 3.5, 4%, 4.7, 5.5. Their interest, which is their cash flow, which is their cash flow now. Jesus Lord, it's 5 naira. That is what it means. And at the end of the year, they will recoup what? They will recoup their 100 naira. What is now in the question? The question has finished. You have passed. Good. So you will come here now. So for year one now, your first cash flow for year one now is what? Is what, class?
5 naira.
5 naira now. 5 naira. Why is it 5 naira? Because that's the only thing they will collect in year one now. Because at the end of the year, they will collect the 100 naira back.
Okay.
So year one, you say 1 plus 5. So what's our R for year one now is 0. What?
0.35. 35.
Raised power 1 now.
Yeah.
Plus cash flow of year 2 is what?
5 naira.
5 naira. So is it 5? 1 plus. What's our R for year 2?
0.1.
1.1 is the power of 2.
1.1, okay, sir.
1.35 is 0.35.
No, I mean like for year 2 and year 2 now.
0.04.
Raised to power 2.
2
plus. Let me copy this again. Yeah. You're laughing
Yes.
at me.
It's okay now.
So year 3 to 6, Abi? For this one is now 0.0.
0.7. Raised to power 3.
So the last year now. So what will happen on the last year?
They'll collect their
105.
Collect value.
Good, 105. So they will collect 5, and they will collect what? They will collect 100.
100.
They will collect 100. So now that's now 1 plus R. R is 0. What?
0.55.
0.55.
Sir, I think this one can actually enter table, sir.
You can enter where?
It can enter table.
Yeah.
It's only the DCF factor that we change for each year.
Yeah, try it now. Try it.
Yeah, it can.
It can. I'm saying it already.
It's not saying no. Like I said, don't do eye contact.
It's going to be hard though, because
No, it's not going to be hard. Wait, it's not going to be hard. It's only the DCF that we change.
Be conscious
the DCF will change, obviously.
One house. This thing is not hard. Put pen to paper. It's not by eye contact. As many times I'm looking into my eye, I'm seeing that we enter. But put calculator first. You hook. Try it first. Try it now. Try it and snap and send to me.
We'll try it and send it to you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. What's my first answer for this one? 5 over 1 plus whatever this is.
4.831.
Wait. Let's check our answer, please. Let's check our answer. What's our coupon? 5%, Abby?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this one would not. Okay, anyways, yeah, let's continue. I wanted to say let's compare our coupon to our youth maturity. Let's see if we are going to be issuing a discount or parable. Like this one that we have plenty youth maturity, like it will not work. Oh yeah, the first one is what?
4.831.
4.831. Second one.
4.623.
4 point what?
623.
623. Third one. Please hold on, please. I think somebody. Please, any question you have, just raise up your hand, please. I will call you very soon. Please, just hold on. Please, if you are streaming live on YouTube, I think you can try to join the class now. I think a little bit of people has left, so you can just try. If you have any question from me from there. Oh yeah, the third one.
4.356.
4.356. 0.356. And the last one.
84.758.
Into what?
84.
84 point what?
758.
756.
88.
So what's my total profit?
758.
So what's my total profit?
$98.568.
Can you hear?
98.568.
98.557. This is our. So what's the second question? This is our requirement A now. So the current market value. So you can now see the current bond price is what? Is 98.57. 1 minute, please. Let me check something for you guys. Let me check. 1 minute, please. I'm trying to add to your assignment. I'm simply just trying to add to your assignment. Yeah, let's continue. Did I give you the present value in this question? Yeah. What's our question B?
The gross redemption yield.
So this one is telling us calculate our yield to maturity. Is it like let me see first. So this one is how many assignments do you have now? You have this. So I add this one. Let me solve it. For some people will say I don't want to solve it because this one is an assignment. So let me just solve this one for you. So if I'm not saying I'm nice, people are not telling me thank you now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir. Well done.
Namaste.
Don't be namaste now. So your gross redemption yield now. So let's assume, so what do we do now? We are supposed to calculate yield to maturity. So what's the first thing we do? I'm asking people. I'm asking the class now.
IRR.
So select. So first, so assume 2 discount factor. What do I say? The first one, the one discount factor you should assume.
10%.
I did not mention 10%.
Coupon rate.
The coupon rate. Always assume your coupon rate first. So our coupon rate is 5% now. So you say assume 5. Same be this. So assume. I'm just going to press publish now. So say assume 5% like this. But let me go and copy fast. Copy. No good. I can't just copy 5%. JGM. I don't like to copy half. I want to copy. Let me know I'm copying. Everything else. Good. So how many years?
4 years.
So our discount factor is 5%. Current market value. So what's our current value?
98.57.
Come 98. We just calculated it to 98.57. Yeah. So this is 98.57. So how many years you want to for? What about annual interest? 5. Yeah, I'm 18. It was my answer.
3.545. 3.546.
3 point what?
3.546.
3.546. So multiply by 5. 15 point what? Or 16 point?
17.73.
17.73. So yeah, 4. So our redemption value now is what? And then so our discount factor at 5% is what?
Hello, sir.
How much is that?
Please don't be offended, sir. Can I see answer to number 1? Okay. So I've been able to put it in table.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
You snap and send.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was my discount factor.
0.784.
734K.
823.
Madam, please, what check what you want to give us poisoning. Food poisoning. Please confirm that figure. Yeah, what's my MPV?
1.46.
1. Positive or negative? Is it
A
positive or
positive one. A positive
positive?
one. A positive one.
Positive.
Now let's go and assume 10% now. So since this one is like it's closer, so we are very definite that if we assume 10% will fly. So assume 10%. Yeah. So you want to for current value, same thing, annual interest, same thing. Yeah, annuity of this using 10%.
Three point 169.
3 point 3 point what?
169.
In 3 decimal places, 169. What's the fourth
Yes.
number is there?
8. So
1698.
3.17. Yes. 170. Yeah.
Yeah.
15.85.
3.170.
Madam, is it glue you're using?
15.85.
For redemption value 100. Discount factor of this one will be 0.683. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
68.3.
So that's what?
Minus 14.42.
14.42. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
Nice.
sir.
I don't jealous people at all. At all. God will help you. The Lord is your strength. 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 Just to go back and go and copy that thing. You see the way me I'm writing formula. It's not because I like to stress. Please make your work make sense. Let the examiner know you know what you are doing. I beg. You see, I'm scrolling up and down. Don't know if you guys see I'm looking for what to go and copy. You will not now reach your turn. You will just be doing mago to the answer. Nobody understands what you are doing. I beg go. It's your exam paper. You paid for it. Waste the book. Oh yeah, what's my discount factor that gave me positive MPV?
5.
5 plus what's our positive MPV? 1.46. So that's 1.46 plus
minus 1 plus 14.2.
14.42. So that is B minus. It was our B now. 10 minus 5 now, are we? B is our discount factor that gave us a negative.
Yes.
Minus 5. Oh, yeah, that's what. So it's my U to majority now.
Five
5.46.
5.46%. Ah, is it clear? So this last one, this example 2.
Let's kindly screenshot this first example we did. The question.
Yeah, the question, please. This is one we just saw.
Don't know where it is.
Just go up a little bit.
It is malaria.
Yeah, malaria. I just finished with malaria.
Yeah. So, and the next question is what?
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're done, Abby?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I was about to change this to assignment 2. So
that place, can you show us that place you solved YTM so that we can screenshot?
I'll try to send the material, Sha. I'll send this one. The exact reason why I've not sent the material is because I'm trying to avoid plenty material, because like I always edit them like before I come to class. Like I always add to it. Because this one now, as at the end of our last class, all these questions were not here. So I had to source for, I had to add to it. So like if I had sent that one, I will now send this one. Next class, I'll send another one again. So on your phone, you just have a lot of them. And you might not even know the one that is updated and stuff. I'm just trying to avoid confusion, but like I don't know. That's just one. So my plan was to like maybe, because by the grace of God we should, because we have credit spread and duration and maybe irredeemable bond. So by the grace of God, next class we should be able to say bye-bye to bond valuation by the grace of God. So by then, but like I would say by then, if I had another note, it would not be too bad. So I will send this one after the class, so you can always go to it. I think I'll send it after the class. Let me do away with all these people calling me, disturbing me for this material. Oh yeah, ask me.
So the part we're explaining the spread curve, I was not able to get that part very well. I mean, where we have different yield curve rates. That part we're explaining the spread curve. Please, can you come in?
What I was explaining what?
Can you hear me, sir?
It's better.
I was asking that the part you're explaining the spread curve, I mean where we have different yield rates, yield to maturity rates. So can you come again with the explanation? Because I'm just saying that we are using different yield to maturity while calculating. So I wasn't able to understand.
I did not explain anything.
that part.
I just said, honestly, did not explain anything. Can you keep muted a little bit? I'm hearing myself. So, what I said is like I did not really explain anything. What I'm just saying is like there can be situations where the yield curve can be different. Like the yield can be different. The rate of return that the person is expecting can be different by years. Like the cost of debt in year one can be different from that of year two, can be different from that of year three. So how would you now account for it? So that was what we just did. So like the ones that I just have different rate of return. So something like this. So that's just simply what we just did. Like there was no particular explanation.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, ask me your questions, please, before I ask you my own. Yeah, now please ask me your question.
So what was the final answer for the yield, yield to maturity, sir?
I don't forget. I don't forget. 5.46. So please, do you have any question? Is there anything that is not clear
Sorry,
to
sir.
you?
Does it mean that the percentage, it won't be calculated using the percentage? The discounting factor, sir.
I don't understand what you're asking.
The one that gave us the negative NPV and the positive one. Are we not going to put it in percentage?
Put it in percentage as
in calculating that, is it 10% minus 5% or 10 minus 5?
It's the same thing we will give you now. It will give you the same thing. Anyone uses, if you use 10%, 0.10 minus 0.05, it will still give you 0.05 now. Anyone you decide to use.
So please, the question, let me screenshot the assignment.
Please, on this note, do you have any question? Any question, please? Regarding anything we've done previously, anything we've done today, please. Is there any question?
So please, the last assignment.
Madam, you can hold on, please.
Okay.
Please, is there any question? Ask me now or forever with your peace. I mean forever. It's not down that you come to my DM and come and ask me secretly. Any question you cannot ask me now. Don't ask me secretly. Just joking. Please ask me. So on this note, since nobody has any question, I'm very glad over 90 something, over 100 actually understood or understand whatever we have done here today. It's a good way moving forward. So thank you guys very much. And please do not hesitate to go and check up to the ones we've done. Go and check bond valuation in Pathfinder. I'm begging. With the one with where we are, I think you have a very, very good stance. The only place you might have problem is wherever you see convertible bond. I'll leave those ones first. We'll talk about it by the grace of God in our next class. So you can leave all those convertible. Anywhere you see convertible bond first, leave it first. For anyone that is not convertible, I would advise you attempt it. Please. Apex has past question guide. Go there, look for bond valuation. Write out all the years. Go and start opening them one by one. Anyone that is convertible, leave it. The one that is not convertible, even if it's just theory, write it out, read it. That is the best way to pass I can know. I'm not even going to lie to you. Don't rely on whatever we teach you and whatever is in pack. Don't rely on those ones alone. Rely on Pathfinder. Add Pathfinder. I'm not saying rely on Pathfinder. Add Pathfinder to the things you rely on. So all those years, write them out. Go there one by one. Pick them, even if it's theory. Don't just say, this one is theory. Mr. Allah did not take it. Mr. Allah has not spoken about it. Mr. Allah will never speak about it, though, let me tell you. Because even Mr. Allah does not even know it. It's not in my book, it's not in my material, it's not in me. I'm focusing not just on the theory, but like, please go and read all those ones by yourself. Please. The one that is theory, write them in your jotter. If you are the type that jots, go and write them in your jotter. If you are the type that looking at it, you have known it. Look at it, put it in your head. It can come out. It may come out. It will come out. No, it will not. I don't know if it will come out, but it may come out. So please do all those, so that when we solve our Pathfinder, luckily for you, it might even be a question that you've attempted and you have challenges with. It might be that question that we'll decide to solve in class for our Pathfinder question. Then at the end of the day, you would notice that your problem would not be solved. You now understand it better. Please and please and please. And all the topics you've done, to do the same thing for them. Because for now, I think we've done all our introduction to SFM. We've done agency theory. We've done treasury management. I think Mr. Idris has covered Islamic finance. He has taught what that topic did teach. Capital with rating.
Corporate failure.
Corporate failure. We have spoken about that. Mr. Tokbe has taught capital rationing. That's about, as I'm talking, I'm sure I've listed about 10 topics. And people are saying we've not started diet. You're on your own. It's time to start burning the nice candles now. Now is the time. Now is the time. SFM is very challenging. You fail SFM once, there's a very big chance you'll fail the next diet. It's not course. It's not course. Because it just has a way of just drawing you down, of just making you feel like, so I'll go through another 5 or 6 months of this old struggle again. Another bad part, another bad news. They are changing. This change of syllabus is going to be affected from next diet, and nobody knows what is coming. Absolutely nobody. People are saying they will merge CSME, and I'm very sure nobody wants to experience that. So the best chance for you, pass it now. Now is the time, not tomorrow. Pass it now. Burn all the night can do as much as, it's just 5 months. It's not 5, it's just 5 months. Believe me, just struggle. Struggle the old struggle you can, as much as possible. Start burning the night candle now. I know there's work, there's this one, there's that one. Please find time. Read. Soft pass questions. I'm begging. Nobody paid me a dime to be here. 1 naira. Nobody paid me anything. Breeze, mosquito, everything is chopping me. Please don't let my efforts go in vain. I'm begging. Even for anything, at least respect my efforts. The way what I drove to this house, because I was already late. I was still on the road. What I drove to get home, it was not easy. I was just there. Let me just get home. Let me start the class. Cold. I'm freezing outside like this. Mosquito is biting me. Please respect my effort and put effort. Try your best, please. Thank you very much. That's what the Holy Spirit directed me to tell you guys today. So, madam, I wanted to snap the note. Don't worry, I'll send the note so you have access to the question. So I'll send the material to you. I'll send it to your class rep, so it will be forwarded to the group this night or tomorrow. So about my submission of my assignments, please let me tell you how you will submit it. Since time has gone, I don't think tonight will be approved. But if you can submit it to your class rep tonight, good. But by the end of tomorrow, please, I'll collect this one from your class rep. This one. That at the real this one is very easy. So I'll collect it from your class rep by the end of tomorrow. I'll collect it from your class rep by the end of tomorrow. So I would. Then this last one is this one that has comma. So what I would do is I would not collect this one tomorrow. I'll collect this on Friday. But that Friday, I would not mind if you guys can discuss it openly on the group chat. You know all this kind of open book exam. That's what I'm giving you. So on Thursday, please, your class rep should remind me to open the group chat, because I don't want to open it on Wednesday, because you guys have class on Wednesday, so that would not cause a whole lot of misled messages. So on Thursday, I would open the group chat so you guys can talk about the assignment, discuss, ask anybody here, discuss on the platforms. Then it should be submitted on Friday. The question asked, comma, is very thick. It's a proper icon question. It's very, very thick. So this should be submitted on Friday, but this should be submitted at the end of tomorrow, please. If you do not submit, you're on your own. You're not doing me. I'm not the one to go exam. See my name now. It's not here. Okay, it's here now. See it here. I'm already qualified though. So if you don't do it, it's not as if you are doing that lecturer, you're not doing me. You are even reducing my work. Because I have less assignment to look at. So look, let me send it. Please always write your name on top of your what's the name? Whatever you are writing on. So that it's always easier to maybe when you make a mistake. If I want to refer to it, it's always easier to mention your name and tell you, okay, this was where you made mistake, this was where you made mistake. On this note, I would really like to release you guys, but I think let me take any question, any observation, any cooperation, anything that is shown at all. Yeah. Anyone at all? You know, ask me, please.
Okay, sir. I don't know whether you've explained it before. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you more.
I don't know if you've explained it before. I know I used 100 for the redemption. When I got the like when we are calculating this increase, I used 100.
Madam, I cannot hear you.
Okay, sorry, just give me a minute.
Now, sir.
I think it's better now. How were you using before? It's better.
So sorry. Okay, so I was saying, when we're calculating the present value, I have a question in that aspect, in the sense that not that I don't know how to calculate, but I'm a bit confused on when to use, like for instance, when to use 105 and when to use the par value. Do you get when to use the value plus the interest, and when to use that's for the redemption value, and when to just use the redemption at par? I don't know if you get my question.
Yes, I understand your question. If you wanted to use redemption at premium of 105, it would be stated. If you wanted to redeem at discount, it would be stated. If you wanted to redeem at par, it would definitely. That's why I said that I cannot give you a question that would give you about 2-3 opinions. Yeah, it would be straightforward. Okay, this is what I want you to do, because this is an exam thousands of people are writing. So you cannot say at your discretion. Every discretion. That is why even for when you are using IRR, it's always advisable. If you go to other centers, most centers that know what they are doing, the lecturers will say it there. That okay, use this thing, use this. It's not because I cannot say it, but because they expect you to, because that is the only way to get a very uniform answer. Even at that, you still not get uniform answers. Because imagine they tell you to calculate a question, and let's say there's a question. The first thing is for you to calculate yield to maturity. Then use that yield to maturity to calculate present value of a bond. If there's no discussion, if there's nothing to use, over 1,000 students that will write that exam will get different answers.
Of course, of course.
Then is a problem for examiner because there is no guide. So that means anybody can just fix something and do you understand? So like there's always a guide, there's always okay, do you like this, do you like there's always a discussion. So that is why it is. But for that, anyone they want you to use would be stated that use par, use premium, use discount. The only problem is, like I said, please quote me anywhere. SFM is very dynamic. I always say this. Some centers, it's not their fault. It's just their way of some people know SFM to the point that they feel like everybody knows it like them. So they just go ahead and solve it the best way they know. They've forgotten they are teaching people. So like they don't tell you the diversity in it. They'll just teach you. So like I explained in class that I said this same thing we did here, this same thing that is here. You can go to another center and they do this for you. They tell you year 1 to 3, they will collect. They tell you year 1 to 3, they collect 5. Then on the last year, they collect 105. If you do this, you still get the same answer.
Okay.
What this simply means is what we did was we assumed that it's not even assumption. We concluded that year 1 to 4, they will collect interest. You know when you are paying somebody interest on loan now. So what we are doing is year 1 to 4, you are paying the person interest. Then on the last year, you are paying just the redemption value.
Okay.
So like let's say let's use month as example. Let's say you used to pay interest every February of every month of every year, but the redemption value will be paid like November of the last year. So what we've assumed here is every February 2010 you pay 5 naira. February 2011 you pay 5 naira. February 2012 you pay 5 naira. So on the last, which is 2014, you have paid this 5 naira at February. Then when it's now November, you will now go and pay what? 100 naira.
Yeah.
But some centers can assume that year 1 to 3, 2010, 2011, 2012, you've paid 5 naira. Then on the last year, October or November, you will now go and pay both the redemption value and the interest. It is still the same thing. If you still use this, you still get the same answer.
Okay.
Same thing. So I just needed to make that clear because you can go to some centers and you see 105, you say, but Mr. Ola say it's only when they say redemption where they say par. Please.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So I hope I'm very sure I don't have any question again. Where is this black one coming from again? Let us. Oh. This is your fault, Miss Nina. I don't know where this one is coming from.
So I guess you highlighted it.
Could not highlight it.
Sorry.
People manage to busy people that we did.
You can undo, sir.
Undo is not affecting it.
Okay.
Like I'm undoing now, and it's going to all the ones I did.
Can you use that the how will I explain it? The go back button, that one that is like an arrow at the edge of your top left. Just do it at your top left. There's like a comma or something like that. Yeah, that's that one.
So can you see it's changing the ones I was using to explain? And if I do it too much, we'll go and change it.
You go and change other ones. Okay.
Because I'm being very careful.
Escape my dude, sir. Escape.
Escape has refused to escape. Not working on.
Please, the class rep, can you please indicate so we know who was connecting to?
I would announce to them again to introduce themselves on each platform again so that you guys can do the submission again. So on this note, I think I can say good night to everyone. Thank you guys very much for listening to me.
Good night. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
For my blessing, you want to ask me maybe it's a mistake. Laptop is running low.
It's a mistake, sir.
All right. Tony, you done some mistake too, yeah? Mr. Antonio, who done some mistake? Oh, good. So good night, everyone, please.
So, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.